Jay, you talked today about your power play being dressed tonight and maybe a good opportunity for them to get some reps. Just obviously they produced, but what did you see big picture from them?
Yeah, I thought they had a lot of good looks. It's still not perfectly smooth the way they might want it, and that's okay. There's value in seeing live fire, seeing somebody else in a different jersey try and solve some of the things that we can do. And I thought it was, it was a productive day. They got enough reps on it, and we found goals from two different units today, so it's a positive for the team going forward.
The early returns here on Connor Brown, he scores a couple of goals, but he's a three-phase player for you too. Just did you know that you were going to have that for sure? This, what appears to be this quickly from him.
Well, I think the message sent to Connor Brown when we sat down in the summertime and chatted on the phone or in person was that we had an idea of what his strengths were. We were going to try and complement him with players that brought out those strengths. We think that he can be a very important player in our forward grouping, but that we were going to be patient because we didn't know how his injury would respond. And, he put in a lot of work, especially in the summertime, to ensure that he was feeling good heading into camp. And I think we've managed him in the right manner. I think he's going to fit our team like a glove.
Just to follow up on Connor Brown, you got some power play time tonight. Do you see him? I know this.
Yeah, I do. I think he has someone who can make a play. He has good offensive zone habits, a nose for the net. He's hungry. And you know what I like about him that probably no one in here knows, but he's got life on the bench. He's someone that brings energy, says good things, and I think that's contagious.
It's a name that we keep bringing up. I think it was this morning we brought him up, but what do you think of Raphael Lavoie tonight?
Yeah, I thought he was good. I think I see growth in Raphael Lavoie, and number one, that's a credit to him and him working at his game and investing in his summertime in the right way. It's a credit to the coaching staff in Bakersfield that has helped mold him in that manner. And, he's having a good camp. He's highly competitive. It's going to be competitive here down for that last forward spot, and we'll see how it shakes out.
Yeah, you mentioned you want to get your first unit power play going tonight. Brown mentioned him and Nugent Hopkins as a penalty kill duo. Are you kind of set there yet, or you're not really sure what your duos are going to be on the?
No, you know what? Predominantly in preseason, I have auditioned people on the penalty kill. Haven't gone with really guys that I know what they can do on the penalty kill. I think it'll shake itself out here in the first few games of the regular season, but also in this last exhibition game. But that was a look that I wanted to try, and they were good.
Ryan McLeod skated with the group this morning. Does that give him, how close would he be as a possibility for Friday? Would you want to see him in a preseason game, or do you care?
I'd love to see him in a preseason game, but that's a perfect world scenario. I think he's trending in the right direction. He'll be in our lineup opening night.
I noticed you used Dylan Holloway a bit on the penalty kill tonight at times.
And through preseason.
Yeah.
I have, yeah.
When you look at, your first unit power play takes up a lot of the power play, and understandably so. When guys like him and others, you feel that you need to get them on a PK, even if they're in the third pair, so they're not maybe sitting on the bench too long?
Yeah, I'd love that, Jason. I think that is perfect world scenario, is that you find minutes for people that maybe aren't on the first unit power play or that don't command big 5-on-5 minutes, so that you can spread it out. I think that's perfect world. That's what we're looking to do. But there's two parts to that, or two sides to that coin, is that the people that we're trying to find those minutes for have to perform in that situation. It's not just, hey, we're hitting minutes out and you're going to get a certain amount every night. You got to perform. And so far through preseason, I've been very happy with Dylan Holloway. He's performed well on the penalty kill.
What do you think of Janmark down the middle?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah, I think he's a big guy through the middle of the rink, not so much size-wise, but heavy on the puck and heavy on people. And I never have to worry if Matthias Janmark's going to be on the right side of the puck. He doesn't cheat the game. He doesn't sniff for offense. He's somebody that is most times on the proper side of his check. He's a highly competitive guy, and I thought he skated well in the middle tonight. I like that about him.
Jace, Stu only saw 20 shots tonight. Does it make it trickier for you to gauge his performance, especially this late preseason, or were you able to?
No, I think he made important saves. He made some good saves for us. I would say that Calgary team resembled the team that we iced in Calgary. Young, kind of hardworking. I thought they did a really good job and pushed a little bit in the latter part of that first period and had some good moments in the second period there. So it's not like this game was in hand the entire way through. In fact, after the first period, you're sitting there 2-2. I know our team can play better than we showed, and I thought we got better as the night wore on, which is a good sign, but we're still a work in progress. We're not anywhere near where we want to be in certain areas. So in one sense, playing a team that is hungry and was going to work to try and do everything right, that's a good thing for us. It's a good thing for us to have to work through that because, as I said, we're a work in progress. We're far from a completed product right now.
To what extent does the waiver thing play into the Raphael Lavoie situation? Is that something that you guys are just not even considering? It's just on merit on who makes the team, or is this an asset that where that is a part of the equation?
Yeah, you know what? I think we're going to work our way through tomorrow and then the following day, which is the last preseason game. And then there's going to be some discussions with our management and the coaching staff. I'm sure they'll solicit the opinion of the coaches. But, I don't think that's, we got a few days here. We got time. We're going to use it. We're going to continue to evaluate. And for me, I said this morning, in the end, the Edmonton Oilers are going to try and ice the best lineup possible, whatever that is, whatever the ramifications are. That's what we're trying to do here. So I'm sure all of that stuff will be taken into consideration when the decision is made.